Hi YouTube, Edward Tyndall here. I would be having Mikey with me, but he's been upset the last couple of days because of the aunt and grandma. He's sitting there hearing them say that the frogs have caused a fly in the house or something, and he's so scared that they're going to get the frogs taken away from him, and he's getting discouraged on his project and on his school work and on everything because everything we do gets held against us in some way or another. So now not only are they making my wife's quality of life horrible, they're making my son's quality of life not good either. When my son came into my life at 6 years old, he was not in school. He had zero education. He only got education because of me. I've only brought my family up in this world, and they've cost us just about everything, so I hate making such bummer videos, but he didn't even want to be in this video because he's just, he's 13 years old, he's got Marfan syndrome, heart problems and stuff, and he's just sick of it. And I'm sick of it. We're both sick of it. If it continues to go the way it's been going, I'm going to get some way to get this stuff dealt with, done and over, and me and my family will be moving out of the United States. There's no sense in us living like this, kicked from our home, and just everything, one thing after another after another. There's no sense in it. These are Rusty Reds that are vitamin D3 dusted, and that is tomato frog. It's a shame that my kid can't have any kind of life when he was born with physical and mental and problems that are damning to his health anyway. And then the little things in life that he wants to do, that he can do. He can't do a lot of physical activities, but he can feed frogs and spiders and snakes and stuff like that, and stuff that he likes to do and want to share with somebody, and they just want to run it, take all the fun out of life, sap the joy out of life of my kid, or he'd be sitting right here excited and happy and enthusiastic about doing what he loves to do. It was sickening to me that it has to be this way. That a so-called family member would try so hard to destroy any kind of joys that they have. Sarah was miserable when she got with me, and me and her come up in the world together. I mean, I already had abundance of everything before me and her got together, but I didn't really have love like she had to give. And Sarah looks up to me, and she trusts me. She's watching me right now, smiling at me feeding these frogs that they're probably going to get taken away from Mikey, but that's fine too. That's I'll just make him hate them that much more. He ain't allowed to do anything he wants to do. And it sucks. Just the way it is. It's just like, the more good I do for this world and for the people in it, the more people shit on me. It's a shame. I've been working with schools for over 30 years, providing stuff. The people that are in Ohio do not have no idea about what goes on in my life, in my son's life. They don't know. They've been out of their lives for 10 years. The only reason they got to see Mikey or Sarah in those last 10 years period is because I took them up there, driving 600 miles out of my way from Illinois to visit them against Sarah's wishes. Did not even want to go visit them, but I did it. I did it because I'm the type of person who puts a strong value on family and tries to keep family together. You ask anybody who knows me about that. I've created a YouTube family, and I hold all of y'all close and dear, just like blood. A lot of y'all know this is to be true for a fact. It's sad in my heart that everything is the way it is. All I've ever tried to do for this world is make it a better place. Bring peace and joy and happiness, just like I say in every video. Try to help children. Try to teach and educate about important animals. And then I get a wife and a kid in my life that enjoy and share my passion, and it has to be destroyed by haters just because they can. It's bullshit. So forgive me if this seems like it's a bummer type video. Also, I'm preparing tons of people that Sarah knows and has known for years, and they will be sworn in under oath on this channel and tell things that Sarah has told them that is going against her human rights. And y'all will be able to see that under one testimony for Sarah, whatever it is. I'm really the only true family that Sarah has, because I'm the only person who is fighting for her to live. Everyone else involved in this court case has tried to kill my wife. That's a fact that I can prove. And I've never lied to any of y'all, so I have no reason to lie now. Here's a pixie frog, like a bulldog. So, I meant what I said. If things don't get better and they don't back off of me, I will. I'm not going to run, but I will make it legally and binding that me and my family get the hell out of America, because I have friends and family overseas. Not really where I want to be, but we can do whatever we want. And there won't be no bullshit about me having a frog or my son having a frog or whatever. They've pissed my son off so bad saying a frog caused a fly. My son's response to that was, "Don't they know that frogs eat flies, Daddy?" I got a man that owns just about all the land around me, thousands and thousands of acres. And he spreads out deep chicken manure all over his lands because he grows hay, and it brings thousands of flies in. So forgive me if my wife has one fly in the house. We got fly traps and everything else. If it's just like anything that I do is nitpicked, and I'm wrong in anything I do. It makes me sick. I'm sick of it. I've done more good for this world in 1 year than they have in their whole damn lifetime. All of them combined. I know that for a fact. There's that one. And these are little red runners. Little red runners. Already ran us out of our home. Stolen Sarah's rights from her. Made sure that she has a tracheotomy and a feeding tube when I had her eating shrimp with a fork. I'll never forgive them for that, and I'll never forget it. It makes me sick to my core that I had my wife doing good. And I could show y'all now, but it would be against court order, which is against Sarah's order, how many things and actions I can have her do, and how I can ask her myself if she ever wants to talk to them again, and she'll tell you no. She's getting to the point anytime her aunt's name is mentioned, she just starts grimacing, because she knows that they're trying to destroy my son's education. She knows that everything that I love and that she loves, they don't want us to have. And they have no business. They're in Ohio, thousands of miles away from us, and trying to dictate and control my life and my livelihood when Sarah made up her own choice. Sarah told me when she first came to me, she did not want anything to do with Ohio. As a matter of fact, her grandmother said that she was going to give her house when her grandmother dies. She told me this in my bedroom at the other house years ago, and she was also going to give her a vehicle. She told me that if anything happened to her grandmother, she would prefer for her Uncle Frank to have it, the house and the car, because she's got a house with me and she's got a car. So she don't even want that, however much value it holds, or obviously no sentimental value, because she don't want anything to do with it. But this is me saying publicly what Sarah intended with that. She wanted her Uncle Frank to have it because he had had issues and lost his house or something. So, and other than tormenting her as a child with ball pythons, she's always been good to her. That's her exact words. Let's see. So I'm gonna keep on as long as I can keep on and endure until they back me so far in the corner that I just pack up my family and leave. But don't worry, ad litem's, judges, whoever's talking about it, I will do it in a legal way. My own land overseas. And I have family over there, and I'm just getting tired of this shit. I want to go somewhere where I can get my kid a proper education and let him live his life and not have to worry about people trying to take him away from me, or child services, or him having to be molested more, or anything like that when he's got enough on his plate. My wife, don't need stress on her every day. I'm sick of it. I'm really, really sick of it. There's only one side to this whole story that the judge has seen, and that's not the way this thing goes. They made a court system so everybody's side is heard and everybody gets fair treatment. My wife has had no fair treatment, and the court system has been lied to over and over and over again. Last court case we had, they fabricated evidence against me saying that I sent some text message, or I'm having somebody from YouTube send a text message to her or whatever, after thousands of times have they trolled my channel and my Facebook and everything else that I have, social media, and I've not complained about it at all, except amongst my own family. And they want us to falsify something, and that what the message said, something like, am I doing good enough job or something? That's not something I would say, because I really have nothing nice to say to her at all. It would not be something like that. If I was to send any kind of message, it would be really hateful. It would have profanity, because I have nothing nice to say to her, so I don't even speak to her anymore. I have nothing nice to say, so I shouldn't say nothing at all. Anyway, you gotta fabricate something against me, you gotta make the shit sound real. So this is a video without my son, something that he's really wanting to do. It's cool. We got the project. The teacher was going to do the video with us yesterday, and my son's talking about he wants out of the project. He's wanting to try to get out of the science class because his aunt's trying to get him taken away and get his frogs taken away, and he's not allowed to have anything, or not allowed to do anything in life. And wondering why I can't stop it, because he always looks up to me as his daddy to save the day. And it's hard for me to explain to the kid that everybody else has got control of my life when he looks up to me. So they're making me look small to my child, which is, I'm sick of it. I don't have to be here. My family don't have to be here. I can liquidate what I have, move overseas, and my whole family live like a king. And I'll still do YouTube. and I won't be ridiculed about it because it won't matter. So things are going to go one way or they're going to go the other. They're going to go my way or we're out of here. It's just that simple. I'm not going to be constantly told what to do, how to live my life, how high to jump forever. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't have to do it. I've been done wrong and it's not right. If I have to, I can take the biggest pile of evidence that the world's ever seen against people and put it on every news station, and it can go all over the news. I can make them the most famous people in the world for destroying one of the most happiest and famous families out there. Not what I want to do. I just want to live my life, raise our animals, and raise my family. Me and the schools went through a great deal to get these frogs for my kid and do this pixie frog in every school project, and nobody understands. It's hard for anybody that I'm talking to comprehend that what I'm going through. I mean, it wasn't good enough that my wife had a stroke and told me if anything ever happens to me, never tell my family anything because they'll try to kill me. I didn't believe her, so what I did, I called up there and let them know, and she was right. They've sabotaged everything I've done ever since and made our life a living hell. Literally dictating every single move that I've made. Then the law wants to wonder, or the judge wonders why I get upset when they call. They don't have nothing nice to say about me. They lied to my wife about me and my son. She's screaming bloody murder. And I have had 20 different people that has been standing right here at Sarah's window watching while they're on the phone outside of the room and the hell and torment they put on her. And you will be seeing those videos come up daily if I can. I'm trying to pull everybody together, and anyone that's going to be on them videos has agreed to give sworn testimony in a court. Also, this is getting old, and it's not going to be a one-sided story no more. It's not going to be their way and no other way. Their way is not the only way. I saved my family's life, and I fought for my family for 5 years. You can look at the videos on YouTube and you'll see. 5 years and won over the same bullshit they're putting on me now. So 23 doctors told me that Sarah will never move again. And I looked them right in their face and I told them they're wrong. And they told me, you need to be more realistic. We're not going to sugarcoat anything for you. And I told them, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you either. I'm telling you a fact. I've already brought 6 people out of a stroke in my life with full functionality. And I would have been able to do Sarah that way if it had not have been for her aunt interfering. I swear that on everything that I hold dear. I swear that to everything that I hold dear in this life. Everything. Because I'm not a religious person. But I am a man of my word. And I shake hands with the world right now. I mean it. And even after all that had happened, I've just got Sarah where she can move. I will have Sarah walking again if they would just leave me alone. It's a damn shame that we have to go through this. It is. I mean, what kind of a family hurts you that bad, cost you everything you own, everything you love, everything you've worked for? It's just pure jealousy. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's ridiculous. It's inhuman. They want to put like religious things in there that they would fall more upon the lines of demons and devils. Because you don't torture and torment something you care about or love. I guess my rant's over for now. I hope y'all enjoyed the frog video. Without my kid, it would have been a lot better with him. Me and his teachers are still trying to talk him into do this project. I mean, me or them can't force him. I'm still going to try to do everything I can to keep it going. But I already told him we've done everything we can. We've met every court order they've wanted. If they cost my kids as frogs, then we're going to the next level, and I'm moving from here. But I will do it in a legal way. So y'all haters, while you're watching, you won't get me violating court order by illegally moving, because Edward Tyndall's not someone who runs from anything. Matter of fact, if there's a war, I'm going to be the first one leading the group, first one on the front lines. That's the way it is. I never ask anybody to do anything I wouldn't do, and I always jump to save the day, no matter what. And I'm running out of options here. They've backed me in a corner so far. Someone can only be backed so far in a corner before they come out. Someone can only be fed so much shit before they start spitting it out. Well, I've been fed shit and backed in a corner so far, that so long, I'm tired of taking it. It's not going to happen like this. My wife is not going to sit here and constantly be miserable every single day. We've got documented records every single day. I take her blood pressure in the morning, it's perfect. I take her blood pressure during their calls, it's so high it's at dangerous levels where it could kill her. And they don't give a shit. They just constantly are trying to kill my wife. But I wanted y'all to know that, because that's today's update. It's not really about feeding frogs. It's not really about animals. It's about my life and everything that's going on in it. That's why I named my channel Edward Tyndall YouTube. It's not about any one specific thing. It's just, I like to be a teacher and be positive and spread positive energy to everybody. But when you got negative affirmations coming into your household every single day, and you're watching your wife that you love more than anything on this earth kick and scream bloody murder, looking at you in your eye and begging you to stop the torment, it takes a toll on the man. When you got your son that's on the straight A honor roll getting so discouraged that he don't even want to do a science project that he's been waiting years to do, and finally got the opportunity, it's sickening. It's sickening. I hope y'all are watching this, and I hope y'all are so happy that you're destroying our lives. You're making my kid hate you. And that's the one thing I wanted not to happen. That's why I went out of my way every year, year after year, to go visit y'all, even against my wife's wishes. But I did it. I try not to live my life in regret, but I regret ever going to Ohio. I regret ever going against my wife to try to pull a family together that she knew better. My wife always knew what was best for all of us. I should have listened to her. I didn't. That's what I regret. But can't turn back time. Not yet anyway. Still working on it. If anybody's out there watching that knows how to, get up with me. Let me know. I have a very open mind. Tyndall out.